On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Laser.
A device that emits powerful and narrow light that can be used as a tool to cut metal through a process of optical amplification.
Examples:
Laser printer. Pulse laser. The company holds patents on core components of laser jet printers.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Slavery.
The practice or system of owning, buying, and selling people as property and forcing them to work.
Examples:
Slavery labor. Institution of slavery. The abolition of slavery in the United States was a major achievement in the fight for human rights.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Display.
To exhibit or show something to others, often to attract attention or demonstrate its features, properties, or value.
Examples:
Display merchandise. Display artwork. We need to display our products in an attractive way to attract customers.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples:
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Anticipate.
To expect or predict that something will happen, to tell in advance.
Examples:
Anticipate your kind cooperation. Anticipate a black future. We anticipate heavy snowfall tomorrow.
Graduate.
A person who has a first degree from university or college. Verb, to complete the first course of university or college and get a degree.
Examples:
Graduate degree program. Honor graduate. Many employers hire graduate trainees to train as managers.
Bush.
A plant growing thickly with many small branches and several stiff stems coming up from the root.
Examples:
Trees and bushes. A bush of hair. I am going to trim this bush off.
Row.
An arrangement of objects or people side by side in a line.
Examples:
Criminal on death row. A row of cherry trees. He was the leader of the demonstrators and spoke out against the war in the front row.
Quotation:
A group of words taken from a text or speech and repeated by someone other than the original author or speaker.
Examples:
Double quotation marks. Take a quotation. He included a quotation from the book in his essay.
Comedy.
A genre of dramatic entertainment that aims to amuse and provoke laughter by depicting amusing or ludicrous situations, characters, or events. The use of humor, wit, and satire in writing, films, and other forms of entertainment.
Examples:
Comedy series. Romantic comedy. I love going to see live comedy shows with my friends.
Racist.
Characterized by or showing discrimination or prejudice against people of other races. Noun, a person with a prejudiced belief that one racial group is superior to others.
Examples:
Far-right racist. Racist attitudes. The racist comments made by the politician caused widespread condemnation.
Slur.
To speak about someone or something in a way that is insulting, derogatory, or libelous, to damage or smear a person's reputation by making false or defamatory statements.
Examples:
Slur a drink. Slur his reputation. He shouldn't be allowed to slur people based on race or sexuality.
Descent.
The act or process of moving downward, a person's family origins.
Examples:
Descent from nobility. Descent of family. The descent from the mountain was steep and rocky.
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples:
Handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.
Haunted.
Inhabited, visited, or frequented by ghosts or spirits, disturbed or troubled by persistent or disturbing memories or emotions.
Examples:
Haunted house. Haunted by memories. The old mansion was known to be haunted, with strange noises and eerie sightings reported by visitors.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples:
Academic probation. An academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Consult.
To seek or get advice or information from a person, book, or other source having special knowledge on a particular subject.
Examples:
regularly consult with a doctor. Consult my wallet. Always consult a lawyer before launching a business.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Euphemism.
A mild or indirect word or expression used in place of one considered to be too harsh or blunt when referring to something unpleasant or embarrassing.
Examples:
genteel euphemism. A euphemism for death. The company used the euphemism downsizing to describe the layoffs of hundreds of employees.
Phrase.
A group of words that mean something specific when used together.
Examples:
ready-made phrases. Noun phrase. We bought a Spanish phrase book.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
a complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Scholar.
Professor, a person who studies a topic in considerable depth, particularly in a university.
Examples:
scholar in international politics. Noted scholar. You won't have to pay college tuition if you're a scholar.
Incident.
An event or occurrence, often unexpected or unplanned, something that happens.
Examples:
traffic incident. Security incident. The incident at the airport caused a delay in my flight.
Publicly.
In a manner accessible to or observable by the public, by the government.
Examples:
publicly accessible record. Publicly financed schools. She publicly denounced the government's mishandling of the economic crisis.
Reckon.
To think or believe something.
Examples:
hard to reckon. Reckon the company as a rival. He reckons that corruption was rampant in the regime.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
Victim of a violent crime. Violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Hurl.
To throw something with great force.
Examples:
Hurl a brickbat. Hurl a cup out of the window. She angrily hurled the book across the room.
Casual.
Relaxed and informal in manner or dress, not planned or expected, not involving commitment or seriousness.
Examples:
Casual dress. Take a casual glance. They had a casual conversation over coffee at the local cafe.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Tongue.
A movable mass of muscle tissue covered with mucous membrane that is in the mouth, a language.
Examples:
Native tongue. Tongue cancer. The tongue is boneless, but it is as strong as bones.
Flood.
A large amount of water flowing beyond its normal limits, an overwhelming number or amount.
Examples:
Flood advisory. A flood of questions. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Stump.
To cause to be perplexed or confused. Noun, the base part of a tree that remains standing after the tree has been felled.
Examples:
The riddle stumped everybody. We are stumped with the problem. He is stumped with the question.
Provoke.
To stimulate or give rise to a particular reaction or have a particular effect.
Examples:
Provoke a disease. Provoke a reaction. Her behavior provoked a quarrel between the couple.
Awkward.
Making you feel uncomfortable or embarrassed, causing inconvenience or difficulty.
Examples:
An awkward expression. An awkward date. The awkward design of the interface made the operation difficult.
Uncomfortable.
providing or feeling physical discomfort or slight pain.
Examples:
An uncomfortable silence. With an uncomfortable face. His abusive words made me uncomfortable.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Wit.
The ability to say or write things or ideas in a clever and humorous way.
Examples:
The wit of man. Full of wit. He has the wit to keep talking about this topic.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Humiliate.
To cause someone to feel ashamed, embarrassed, or degraded, especially in public or through revealing personal information.
Examples:
Humiliate him publicly. Humiliate the heckler in the audience. The boss humiliated her employee by belittling her in front of her colleagues.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Cycle.
An interval during which a recurring sequence of events occurs, a bicycle or motorcycle.
Examples:
The cycle of the seasons. Go to the workplace by cycle. The food chain causes a material cycle.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Groundbreaking.
Producing fresh findings, using novel techniques.
Examples:
Groundbreaking concept. Groundbreaking settlement. He has produced a groundbreaking research in the subject.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
defend my country, defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Advocate:
a person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples:
an advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Argue:
to express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
argue a case, argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Debate:
a formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position. A public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples:
debate topic, debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Survey:
an investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples:
a comprehensive survey, recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Obscure:
not well known to many people.
Examples:
obscure answer, obscure artist. This information was primarily obscured in the first release.
Underneath:
under or below something else.
Examples:
underneath the surface of the water, underneath the laughter. The penny fell underneath the piano.
Neat:
clean or tidy, with everything in its place.
Examples:
a neat piece of work, neat idea. She has neat habits.
Relic:
an object from a previous era, especially one of historical value.
Examples:
historical relic, holy relics. This bronze sword is a relic of ancient times.
Fundamental:
forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
fundamental education, fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Disguise:
to hide or alter someone's appearance to deceive or mislead others.
Examples:
Disguise my feelings. Disguise his voice. Later, it turned out that the politician disguised the fact from the public.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology, cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Immutable.
Unchanging, permanent or unalterable.
Examples:
Immutable love. Immutable characteristics. The laws of physics are immutable, they never change.
Inferior.
Lower in rank, status, or quality.
Examples:
An inferior poet. Inferior quality. The new employee's work was inferior to that of the experienced workers in the team.
Inferiority.
The state or condition of being lower in rank, quality, or status, a feeling or sense of being less worthy or capable than others.
Examples:
Inferiority complex. Inferiority mindset. The professor's scathing comments left the student with a sense of inferiority about their work.
Injustice.
A violation of the rights of others or the laws of a society.
Examples:
Gross injustice. Injustice system. The injustice of the court's decision angered many people and led to protests.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Inequality.
The unfairness of a society in which some people have more opportunity, money, etc. than others. Mathematics, relation between two values when they are different.
Examples:
Inequality in salary. Algebraic inequality. There are several causes of economic inequality within societies.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Spew.
To eject forcefully and abundantly, to flow out rapidly and in large amounts.
Examples:
Spew carbon dioxide. Spew insults. The volcano started to spew lava and ash, causing panic among residents.
Obscene.
Offensive, rude, or disgusting, usually because of being related to sex.
Examples:
Obscene literature. An obscene story. He made an obscene gesture.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
disease prevention, disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Cord.
A strong, thick, or thin thread or rope, a piece of plastic-coated wire used to transport electricity to a piece of equipment.
Examples:
spinal cord. Electrical cord. Your spinal cord is located deep within your body.
Snip.
To trim or cut something, especially with scissors or shears, to remove a small part or piece from something with a quick cut or slice.
Examples:
snip a lock of hair. Snip the wire. I must snip the loose thread on my shirt before it becomes a bigger problem.
Apologize.
To express regret for committing wrongdoing or causing a problem.
Examples:
apologize for being late. Apologize ahead of time. I apologize for neglecting your email. Announcement. A public statement or declaration, often made in writing or through the media, that conveys important information or news.
Examples:
public announcement. Announcement date. The company made an announcement about its new product at a press conference. Policy. A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective. Examples: health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace. Stud. A small object with a head on one end and a sharp point on the other, used for fastening clothing, leather, or other materials. An animal used for breeding, typically a male horse or bull that is of superior breeding stock. Verb, to decorate or adorn with studs, to provide with studs for support. Examples: Horse stud. Wall stud. He bought a new stud to attach the strap to his watch.
Essay.
A short piece of writing on a particular topic, usually written by a student as a part of a course of study.
Examples.
Score the SAT essays. Thoughtful essay. The chief editor checks all essays for plagiarism with software.
Vile.
Highly offensive, unpleasant, or objectionable, morally reprehensible or wicked, characterized by cruelty or violence.
Examples.
Vile behavior. Vile language. The vile smell coming from the dumpster was unbearable.
Problematic.
Full of difficulties, difficult to deal with or solve.
Examples.
A problematic situation. Seems to be highly problematic. Direct democracy is effective in quickly resolving problematic situations within a community.
Buffer.
A device, material, or person that reduces the impact or effect of an external force or provides protection against harm or damage.
Examples.
A buffer between the quarreling parents. Use a buffer to reduce noise. Using a password manager can act as a buffer against hackers who try to steal your personal information.
Surrogate.
Acting as a substitute or replacement for someone or something else, having a similar function or purpose.
Examples.
Surrogate pregnancy. Surrogate decision. The surrogate mother gave birth to a healthy baby for the couple who couldn't conceive independently.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples.
A few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples.
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples.
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Increasingly.
More and more.
Examples.
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Initial.
Of or happening at the beginning, noun, the first letter of a word, especially a person's name.
Examples.
Initial velocity. An initial letter. They took the initial step toward reconciliation.
Utter.
Complete, total, or absolute, said, done, or experienced without any exceptions or qualifications, spoken aloud or enunciated very clearly and distinctly, verb, to speak or articulate words, sounds, or a voice.
Examples:
Utter nonsense. Utter a big sigh. The utter chaos of the concert crowd made it seem like a wild animal was in the room.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
Refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Radical.
Relating to the essential aspects of anything, far beyond the norm, mainly used of opinions and actions.
Examples:
A radical flaw in the plan. A radical cure. The government established by the coup was more radical than before.
Mad.
Insane, especially due to a mental illness, very angry.
Examples:
A mad person. Gets mad easily. He was mad with joy to see the results.
Accuse.
To charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
Accuse his rudeness. Accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Politically.
In a way that relates to the government or public affairs of a nation.
Examples:
Politically advantageous. Become politically savvy. This newspaper is supposed to be politically neutral.
Insufferable.
Intolerable or unbearable, causing excessive annoyance, irritation, or discontent.
Examples:
Insufferable heat. Insufferable traffic during rush hour. My insufferable neighbor plays loud music at all hours of the night.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Eager.
Showing enthusiasm and a strong desire or interest to do something.
Examples:
Eager anticipation. With eager eyes. The children were eager to start the treasure hunt.
Confess.
To admit to having done something wrong or to reveal something personal or private.
Examples:
Confess sin. Confess truth. He confessed to his crime and turned himself into the police.
Jersey.
A knitted garment typically made of wool or cotton, worn as a shirt or pullover.
Examples:
Jersey material. Fabric of the jersey. I always wear my favorite basketball player's jersey to the games.
Bully.
A person who uses strength or power to harm or intimidate those who are weaker. Verb, to intimidate, harass, or mistreat someone weaker or less powerful.
Examples:
Bully bystander. Bully the weak. The schoolyard bully terrorized the other children and made their lives miserable.
Guilt.
The fact of having committed something illegal, the negative feelings caused by believing or knowing that you have done something wrong.
Examples:
Criminal guilt. Feeling of guilt. Shame and guilt have significant social influences.
Sever.
To break or separate something by cutting, especially suddenly and forcibly.
Examples:
Sever a rope. Sever a positive relationship. He severed a branch from a tree quickly.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Memorable.
Worth remembering or likely to be remembered, especially because of being very important or remarkable.
Examples:
Create memorable experiences. Least memorable song. His passionate speech makes a memorable impression.
Fuss.
A state of agitation or excitement, an angry disturbance.
Examples:
Make a fuss. Get into a fuss. There was a fuss about the broken vase, but it was quickly forgotten.
Administrator.
A person or organization responsible for managing and directing the affairs of a business, institution, government agency, or other organization, someone who administers, regulates, or supervises.
Examples:
School administrator. Network administrator. The university's administrator announced new policies regarding campus safety.
Frustrate.
To hinder or prevent efforts, plans, or desires from doing, succeeding, or being fulfilled, to make someone feel upset or annoyed because they are unable to change or achieve something.
Examples:
Frustrate the advancement. Frustrate other team members. The coach explained a strategy to frustrate the opponent's schemes to the players.
Weep.
To cry tears because of sadness, rage, or pain.
Examples:
Weep bitter tears. Weep for joy. I'm easily moved to tears, so I would weep in sympathy if I saw that movie.
Immune.
Protected against a particular disease or toxin due to the presence of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells.
Examples:
Immune from criminal prosecution. The cell of the immune system. The vaccination does not necessarily make you completely immune.
Grade.
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples:
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Upset.
Causing or marked by anxiety, uneasiness, trouble, or grief. Verb, to make someone anxious, unhappy, or angry.
Examples:
Get upset. Have an upset stomach. He was awfully upset by the news.
Fraught.
Causing, accompanied by, or full of anxiety, tension, or stress.
Examples:
Become increasingly fraught. Fraught with danger. The negotiations were fraught with challenges and setbacks.
Assign.
To give a specific job or piece of work to a someone.
Examples:
Assign projects. Assign top priority. Please assign a different color to each other kind of item.
Indict.
To formally charge or accuse someone of a crime, based on the decision of a grand jury or other legal authority, to bring a legal case against someone, typically to prosecute and punish them.
Examples:
Indict a suspect. Indict him of injuries. The FBI worked tirelessly to gather enough evidence to indict the corrupt politician.
Huck.
To throw or toss something quickly or carelessly, to promote or sell something aggressively or persistently.
Examples:
Huck a ball. Huck a disc. I was able to huck the frisbee across the field to my friend.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples.
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Poison.
A substance that can cause illness, injury, or death when ingested, inhaled, or absorbed through the skin, something harmful, malicious, or toxic, the act of damaging or ruining a relationship. Verb, to introduce a substance into something or someone harmful and potentially deadly.
Examples.
Poison ivy. Poison bilateral relations. The plant's leaves contain a deadly poison that can cause hallucinations and seizures.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples.
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Intention.
Something you want to do and are going to do.
Examples.
Intention behind his decision. Clear intention. Our CEO's intentions are always transparent and straightforward.
Emphasize.
To give or show particular importance to something.
Examples.
Emphasize her words. Emphasize a direct relationship. Use italics or capitals to emphasize a word in a piece of writing.
Horror.
Intense fear or disgust, especially at something shocking or terrifying.
Examples.
Horror movie. Horror-struck look. The stories of war crimes filled her with horror.
Racism.
Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people based on their membership in a particular ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized.
Examples.
Systemic racism. Research on anti-racism. The school's lack of diversity was a clear indication of the racism present in the community.
Rely.
To require a certain thing or the assistance and support of someone or something in order to continue, run properly, or succeed.
Examples.
Rely on convenience stores. Rely entirely on him. Babies heavily rely on others for food.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples.
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Invoke.
To call upon or request help or support, especially from a higher power. To mention or use something as a reason or justification for actions or decisions.
Examples:
Invoke memories. Invoke the right to remain silent. The politician invoked the name of the founding fathers in his speech.
Stark.
Empty, simple, or apparent, devoid of any qualifications.
Examples:
Stark landscape. Stark truth. The scenery of the battlefield was stark and gray.
Relief.
A feeling of happiness and relaxation that comes when something burdensome is removed or reduced.
Examples:
Tax relief. Sigh of relief. He devoted his life to establishing a humanitarian relief fund.
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples:
An ugly sound. Ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Fabric.
Cloth or other material produced by weaving wool, cotton, silk, etc., used for making clothes, covering furniture, etc.
Examples:
A hand-loomed fabric. Fabric of creation. These synthetic fabrics are used in military vests because of their excellent abrasion resistance.
Capsule.
A small, enclosed container often used for holding medicines or supplements or for transporting payloads in spacecraft. A small, elongated structure within the body, such as a joint or a gland.
Examples:
Space capsule. Medical capsule. The capsule hotel room may be small, but it has all the necessary amenities.
Accumulate.
To collect or acquire a large number of things over a long period of time.
Examples:
Accumulate cash value. Accumulate evidence. He has accumulated his wealth through real estate investments.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
Giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Spotlight.
A beam of light used to illuminate a particular area or person.
Examples:
Spotlight effect. Spotlight moment. The singer was in the spotlight as she performed her hit song.
Bobblehead.
A figurine with a head that is attached to a spring or wire so that it moves or wobbles easily.
Examples:
Wedding bobblehead. Celebrity bobblehead. The baseball team gave away bobblehead dolls of their star player at the game.
Gauge.
An instrument for measuring and displaying the amount, level, or contents of something. Verb, to judge tentatively or form an estimate of something.
Examples:
Pressure gauge. Take the gauge of a situation. We use various precision gauges in the manufacturing process of machinery.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Mockingbird.
A type of songbird known for its ability to imitate the calls and songs of other birds and animals.
Examples:
Tropical mockingbird. A mockingbird's nest. The mockingbird's song echoed through the neighborhood, mockingly imitating other birds.
Insist.
To say something clearly or demand something forcefully, especially when other people disagree with or oppose what you say.
Examples:
Insist on a clear answer. Insist over and over. He insisted that she pay her debt to the last penny.
Faculty.
An inborn or natural ability to hear, see, think, move, etc., a department or group of the university concerned with a major division of knowledge.
Examples:
A member of the faculty. The elative faculty of the mind. This university's computer science faculty is world distinguished.
Pitch.
The property of sound that varies with variation in the frequency of vibration, the degree of a slope, especially of a roof, short presentation for selling or sharing something.
Examples:
Make a pitch for a new product. A low-pitched sound. Her voice gradually increased in pitch.
Protest.
A strong expression of disagreement, disapproval, or opposition.
Examples:
Hold a protest. A silent protest. He left the party in protest at its radical political stance.
Boycott.
To refuse to buy, use, or patronize a particular product or service as a form of protest or to bring about change. Noun, a deliberate and organized refusal to buy or use a product, service, or organization as a form of protest or to apply pressure for change.
Examples:
Boycott campaign. Boycott the discussion. Many people have decided to boycott the company due to their unethical practices.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Feat.
A notable or impressive achievement, especially one that requires great skill or bravery.
Examples:
Intellectual feat. Feat accomplishment. It is an incredible feat to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Emulate.
To imitate someone else's achievements, to try to do something as well as somebody else.
Examples:
Emulate a successful business model. Emulate his watercolors. They intend to emulate the footsteps of successful software companies.
Memorial.
A structure or monument to commemorate a person or event.
Examples:
Memorial address. Memorial park. The war memorial stands as a reminder of the sacrifices made by our ancestors.
Hallway.
An interior passage or corridor onto which rooms open.
Examples:
The head of a hallway. Wax a hallway floor. He dashed down a hallway to a bathroom.
Navigate.
To plan and direct the way that a ship, plane, etc. will travel, often by using a map.
Examples:
Navigate the Pacific. Navigate through a document. Our knowledge helps navigate our clients successfully.
Astonished.
Extremely surprised and upset.
Examples:
Astonished at the success. cast astonished eyes. She was astonished by the news and could hardly believe it.
Incorporate.
To include something as a part of a larger entity.
Examples:
incorporate the current trends. Incorporate technology into daily life. We will attempt to incorporate some of your suggestions into our future strategy.
Vocabulary.
The words used by a language, group, or individual, the knowledge and understanding of words and their meanings that a person possesses.
Examples:
vocabulary list. Academic vocabulary. Using proper vocabulary is essential for writing a good essay.
Subversive.
Intended to undermine or overthrow a system, authority, or established order through an intentional effort to cause disruption or to challenge the existing norms or beliefs. Noun, a person or thing intended to undermine the power or authority of an established system or institution.
Examples:
subversive elements. Subversive literature. The artwork was criticized for its subversive theme that undermined religious beliefs.
Virulent.
Extremely harmful or poisonous, especially in a physical or biological sense, highly infectious or contagious, intensely bitter or hostile.
Examples:
virulent disease. Virulent criticism. The virulent virus spread rapidly through the close-knit community.
Distinct.
Noticeable from something else of a similar type.
Examples:
distinct difference. Distinct from each other. It is essential to keep these two issues distinct.
Assault.
A violent physical attack, the crime of forcing someone to submit to sexual intercourse against their will.
Examples:
assault aircraft. Victim of sexual assault. We got caught up in an assault case.
Mobility.
The ability to move or be moved freely or easily from one place, job, or social class to another.
Examples:
lack in mobility. Improve social mobility. I have limited mobility in my arms.
Aspiration.
A strong desire to achieve something, the action or process of drawing breath.
Examples:
no aspiration for fame. Aspiration into the lungs. He has an aspiration to become a doctor.
Swift.
Happening, moving, or capable of moving quickly.
Examples:
take swift action. A swift current of a river. Her voice was swift, yet ever the last words fell lingeringly.
Unleash.
To suddenly release a strong force, emotion, etc. that cannot be controlled.
Examples:
Unleash a hound. Unleash her anger. The general was still reluctant to unleash his troops in pursuit of an enemy.
Tirade.
A long, angry speech or outburst of criticism or condemnation.
Examples:
Tirade against him. Launch a tirade. The politician went on a tirade about the opposition party's policies.
Assert.
To state something firmly and confidently, often in a way that is intended to convince others that it is true.
Examples:
Assert a free society. Assert a claim for unjust enrichment. She asserted that she was innocent, despite the evidence against her.
Prosper.
To be successful or thriving, especially financially, to grow and develop well, to flourish.
Examples:
Prosper in the long run. Prosper as a trading hub. With careful planning and hard work, she was able to prosper in her new business venture.
Kneel.
To rest on someone's knee or knees.
Examples:
Kneel down and worship. Kneel and protest. The players are kneeling during the national anthem.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Shush.
To silence or quiet someone or something, particularly by making a shoo or hush sound.
Examples:
Shush the baby. Shush the crowd. I had to shush my chatty friend during the movie.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Shyness.
The quality or state of being worried or embarrassed about meeting and speaking to other people.
Examples:
Lose some of my shyness. Shyness barrier. He finally overcame his shyness.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Taboo.
Prohibited or restricted by social custom.
Examples:
A taboo word. Academic taboo. In this society, Discussing politics in public is a taboo subject.
Craft.
An activity that requires a particular skill in making things with one's hands.
Examples:
Craft arts of Japan. Craft manufacture. His hometown was where he first acquired the craft of wood carving.
Tantalize.
To tease or torment by presenting something desirable, but out of reach or unattainable. To tempt or lure with the promise of something desirable.
Examples:
Tantalize taste buds. Tantalize with promises. The smell of freshly baked cookies in the kitchen tantalized me.
Racial.
Of or related to the race, equals classification of humans into groups based on physical traits or social relations.
Examples:
Racial prejudice. Racial and ethnic backgrounds. A minor racial conflict later led to a civil war.
Background.
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Negotiate.
To have formal discussions with someone to reach an agreement.
Examples:
Negotiate a settlement. Negotiate the price of the house. We are always happy to negotiate a discount.
Squeamish.
Easily nauseated or disgusted, readily affected by or sensitive to unpleasant or shocking things, excessively fastidious or scrupulous about one's actions or behavior.
Examples:
Squeamish reaction. Avoid squeamish topics. She's a bit squeamish when it comes to handling raw meat.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
Silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Misinformation.
Information that is false or inaccurate, or the act of giving wrong information, especially deliberately.
Examples:
Misinformation about a vaccine. Combat misinformation on social media. The government called for caution against pseudoscientific misinformation about vaccines.
Whisper.
To speak very quietly to somebody using the breath rather than the voice so that only those close to you can hear you.
Examples:
Answer in a whisper. The whisper of the leaves. He took me aside and whispered in my ear.
Explore.
To travel to or penetrate an area or a country to learn about it, to thoroughly examine a subject or a possibility to learn more about it.
Examples:
explore the world, explore our options. The management must explore strategies to increase office security.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
responsible action, responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
a tight game, student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Rein.
A long, narrow strap attached to a horse's bit, used to control the animal while riding, a means of controlling or limiting something or someone's actions and behavior. Verb, to control or restrain something, especially something that is becoming excessive or out of control.
Examples:
tight rein, rein in costs. The new driver struggled to keep a firm grip on the rein as the horse bolted.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
amazing advances, the most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Acquaint.
To cause someone to become aware of or familiar with someone or something.
Examples:
acquaint himself with a subject. Acquaint me with business. I recently acquainted myself with a new coworker by introducing myself and chatting with her for a few minutes.